is LizzyLue Skadoo, and welcome to this video. Now, today, we've got a slightly serious conversation to have here. It's about hoarding. You see, when I was little, and most of the time now, I get referred to as a hoarder. And I'm not. I swear I'm not a hoarder. At least, I don't think I am. But when I was little, I did have a very bad habit involving my room. So yeah, but I'm not a hoarder. But to prove those who believe I am a hoarder wrong, we'll be taking some quizzes on Are You a Hoarder? Now, just to see how different I am from now than to when I was a kid, because I will admit, what is with my eyes? Oh, geez. When I was a kid, I was more close to the tendencies of being a hoarder when I was little. So I'm going to be taking each quiz, because there's two quizzes. We're going to be taking each quiz. One will be as me now, and I will try to answer as how I probably would have as a kid as well for the second time around. So we're going to see what happens with the two. What is my hair doing? With the two different. What is this? Ah! My hair. I swear, I cannot win with it today. I just can't. There. Okay. Weird strand is gone. Let's continue. Okay, so basically, I want to see how different my hoarding is now. Okay, that's what the problem is. The camera's too close. We're gonna see how different I am now compared to how my hoarding was when I was a kid. To see if I have outgrown my hoarding tendencies. So, let's jump in and get started. Alright, so this quiz is a compulsive hoarding quiz, as I found. This quiz is designed to give you some idea about whether you may have a problem with saving too much or compulsive hoarding behaviors. For each item indicated how much you agree or disagree with the statement. This takes most people about 5 minutes to complete. Take your time and answer truthfully for the most accurate results. So the first time, okay, so here we go. As the, for this, we'll be taking it as if I was back when I was a kid first. So, we're going to say this is about 10-year-old me. So there we go. This is 10-year-old me. Remember that. 10. Not now. 10. Alright, so here we go. How much of the living area in your home is cluttered with possessions? Consider the amount of clutter in your kitchen, living room, dining room, hallways, bedrooms, bathrooms, and other rooms. Okay, so here we go. Here's the first thing. When I was 10, you could not walk into my bedroom. You could walk anywhere else in the house because I was in control of it. But you could not walk into my bedroom. So, we're going to put most or slightly much. Because we can't do complete because it's not the entire house. But we're going to consider my bedroom as my living space. As a 10-year-old. So there we go. How much control do you have over your urges to get more possessions? When I was a kid, I had just a little. My mom was mainly in control if I could get new stuff, which didn't happen often, so I had a little control. How much of your home does clutter prevent you from using? Just a little, because that, like I said again, back when I was a kid, only my room was cluttered. How much control do you have over your urges to save more stuff and possessions? Oh, I had no control. As a 10-year-old, I had no control. I could not throw anything away. How much of your home is difficult to walk through because of the clutter? Somewhat, again, because it was only my room. To what extent do you have difficulties throwing things away? Oh, I had a 10-year-old me never threw anything away. There was paper. I swear there was candy wrappers in my room back then. I swear. It was bad. How distressing do you find it throwing things away? Oh, I found it somewhat stressful because I didn't like, distressing because I didn't like throwing stuff away. I really didn't. To what extent do you have so many things that your rooms are cluttered? Oh, it was extreme. It was extreme. There was mountains in my bedroom when I was a kid. Just of clothes and trash and uncomfortable would you feel if you could not get or acquire something you wanted? I wasn't distressed about it or uncomfortable because my mom would tell me no and be like, oh, okay, whatever. And I'd go about my business. I wasn't that bad about that. How much does clutter in your home interfere with your social, work, or everyday functioning? Think about things that you don't do because of clutter. Okay, when I was a kid, I couldn't really play in my room because it was cluttered. But it didn't mean I didn't try. I would usually sit on my bed and play on my bed. So we're going to put somewhat, or considerably. Yeah, that's more like it because, again, you couldn't really do anything in my room. It took an hour to find clothes to wear. It took a long time to find the toy I wanted. Again, this is 10-year-old me, not now me. I swear, I don't do this anymore. Okay, so moving on. How strong is your urge to buy or acquire free things for which you have no immediate use? Okay, again, when I was a kid, I was really bad. If someone offered me something for free, I would take it. So there you go. So we're going to put somewhat. To what extent does clutter in your home cause you upset or distress? I was not distressed by it at all. I loved my room. I didn't care. It was messy. That was just how it was. How strong is your urge to save something you know you may never use? Oh, it was bad. It was extreme. I had toys from when I was young that I just did not want to get rid of. I had baby toys. I cried when my mom gave away my Blue's Clues toys. I was so upset by that. That really was bad. How upset or distressed do you feel about your acquiring habits? Back then, I had no upset or distress about it whatsoever. How much do you feel unable to control the clutter in your home? Not at all back then again. I didn't care. How much has your saving or compulsive buying... Okay, again, there was no financial problems because I wasn't in control. It probably would have been worse if I was in control, but I was a kid. I was only 10. How often do you avoid trying to discard possessions and stuff because it's too stressful or time-consuming? It was extreme back then. I didn't do it. I never threw anything away. There was one time my mom and sister just kind of, okay, they ransacked my room, in my opinion, back then. They took everything out of the room, went through it all, organized it, put it all back neat and tidy, threw away a good bit, and I was so upset about the stuff they threw away. That's what I cared more about. Not that I had a floor. I cared about the stuff they threw away because of stuff I felt I still liked. I was so bad back then. How often do you feel compelled to acquire something you see? I had a little bit because, again, if I got told no, I didn't care. I would just kind of go about it and be like, okay, whatever, I got told no, I don't need it, and kind of forget about it. How often do you decide to keep things that you do not need and have little space for? Oh, it was extreme back then. Very extreme. How frequently does clutter in your home prevent you from inviting... Oh, people never went in my room. Never. Nobody was allowed in my room because we were afraid somebody might get hurt. And you might be wondering right now, why didn't my parents intervene? They tried. They constantly tried to intervene with the clutter. They tried so many times with so much stuff. I don't know how many times they ransacked my room and cleaned it and threw stuff away and reorganized it and gave me these organizing tools and these bins and stuff to keep things organized, and it never worked. I would just go in there and dump stuff looking for things and just never put it back. It would stay clean for maybe a day and a half, and then that was it. Over. Done for. So they tried. Oh, they tried. I got grounded so many times until my room was clean. It never got clean. They just kind of forgot I was grounded. Yeah. How often do you actually buy or acquire for free things for which you have no... back then, again, I didn't have control over what was brought into the house because I was a kid. It was whether my parents said yes or yay or nay, so there you go. To what extent does the clutter in your home prevent you from using parts of your home for their intended purpose? For example, cooking, using furniture, washing dishes, cleaning eggs. It was extreme again back then because my room couldn't do anything. I had a drum set that was buried in clothes. I could not play with my drum set because I couldn't find it. I had a bookshelf, couldn't find it. I had a stuffed animal bin, couldn't find it. All buried, just gone. It disappeared into the mound and was never seen again. Until someone went in there and cleaned it. Then it was seen again. How often are you unable to discard a possession you would like to get rid of? Okay, when I was a kid, there was nothing I wanted to get rid of. I didn't want to get rid of anything. So, let's see how bad little me was. Oh, your score 40. Oh, no. Hoarding problems likely. Oh, no. That was little me. No. People who score similar to you often complain of hoarding behaviors or problems relating to saving too much stuff with no real use for it or place for it in their homes. Hoarding for people who score at this level is usually a part of their lives and may even be interfering with one's everyday routine or ability to go to work, have friends or family over, or use the kitchen or one's furniture for its intended use. Symptoms of this degree are usually a sign that the hoarding behaviors are pretty specific and may benefit from treatment or further help. You appear to have a problem with clutter. Definitely did. You appear to have difficulty in discarding stuff. I definitely did. You appear to have no specific problems with extremely acquiring new stuff. Yeah, I didn't. So that's little me. That's how I was young. Alright, so now here's the second part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it up again. I'm actually a little embarrassed by that now. What are we at, 14? Okay, so here we go. Now, for me, that's now how I feel about stuff now. So this is 22-year-old me, who I am right now. How much of the living area in your home is cluttered with possessions? Consider the amount of clutter in your living room. Alright, so here we go. The clutter, right now, it is cluttered because we're moving. Again, I've got boxes everywhere because I'm hoarding boxes so we can move. So I'm not going to count the boxes. If you don't think about the boxes, there's actually just the tiniest bit of clutter, which is everyday stuff. Like, right now, my dad's hat is out because it's new, and he's trying to stretch it so it fits him better. Because it's leather, it takes forever to use, and all that. Alright, so there you go. The apartment isn't cluttered. It's very, very little. How much control do you have over your urges to get more possessions? A lot. I don't buy anything. I barely ever buy anything for me. How much of your home does clutter prevent you from using? Not at all. There's really no inch of this apartment we can't use because it's not cluttered. How much control do you have over your urges to save more possessions? Oh, I have complete control. I've thrown so much stuff away since we've been here. I am not kidding you. I've gone through my clothes and gotten rid of some stuff I just didn't want anymore, or I didn't wear, and I'm just like, nope, goodbye. So there you go. How much of your home is difficult to walk through? Okay, I'm actually gonna be honest here. There's one room that we have trouble walking through because it's the bathroom. It's / the laundry room, and it's super tiny. So having the small washing machine we have in the bathroom takes up almost half the bathroom space. So I'm going to put just a little, to be honest, on that one. Because the washing machine takes up so much space. To what extent do you have difficulty throwing things away? Oh, not at all. Goodbye. If I don't need you, get out. Just go. Don't need you. Bye. Bleh. So there you go. How distraction do you find? Oh, nothing. Not at all. Everything can go. Be gone. Don't care anymore. I really don't. If I don't need it, I don't want it, nobody else wants it, nobody else needs it, it's trash. It goes. Goodbye. There. How distressing or uncomfortable would you feel if you could not get or acquire... Oh, not at all. Nothing. I don't care. How much clutter in your home interferes with your social... Nothing. Not at all. It's dirt. It's a little cluttered. Like, I gotta clean. But it would take 5 minutes to run a mop over the floor, to sweep the floor, to vacuum and steam clean. 5 minutes, and then it's done and clean and ready for company. So there you go. How strong is your urge to buy or acquire? Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't buy things. I won't buy stuff for myself. I'm bad about that. If it's over a certain price amount, I'm like, nope, goodbye, don't need you. And then even if it's cheap, I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need this right now. I don't need it in my life. No biggie. But if it's free, I'm gonna be honest. If it's free, I've got one like right next to my bed. There's this tea tray cart. I don't need it. Don't have anything for it, but it was free, so I have it. And then there's little bunny statues. Again, didn't need them right now because I don't have a garden. But I'm like, oh, these will be great in a garden. They were free. I have them. So yeah, I'm bad about free stuff. And then I have a box of comic books and a box of old toys that aren't mine. I found them. I was given them, and they're like little collectibles, like the Hobbit toys, some stuff like that I want to put on a shelf. I want to put them on a shelf and use them as decoration for behind videos, for me to put them behind me for videos. So I'm somewhat bad about acquiring free things. I will admit this. I am very bad about acquiring things for free. Now I am. Because I have some control over what I can bring into the house. So there you go. How strong is your urge to save something you know you... Oh, if I'm never going to use it, it's gone. It's gone. How upset or distressed do you feel about your not at all. I don't have an acquiring habit, so I don't really care much. How much do you feel uncomfortable control the clutter in your home? Not at all. If it's cluttered, it needs to be fixed and cleaned and done. So there you go. How much of your savings? Again, no financial problems for this because I don't buy stuff. So there. How often do you avoid trying to discard possessions and stuffs because it is too stressful or time consuming? Wait, okay, try to avoid. I will go through something. I will admit this, if I don't have time, I will basically do the later thing. So I'm going to put just a little because I do have a problem with putting stuff off until later. But that's just because I'll get something else in my head and be like, I need to do this first. So there you go. How often do you feel compelled to acquire something you see? Oh, not at all. Okay, just a little. Even though I want it, I won't get it. Or if I offer stuff for free. Okay, yeah. That's definitely just a little. How often do you decide to keep things that you do not need and oh, never. If I don't need it and it's taking up space, it's gone. Bye! How frequently does clutter in your home prevent you from inviting people to come over or visit? Again, not at all. It's going to take me like 5 to 10 minutes to clean the entire apartment for guests, and then they can just come in. I just don't like guests to just pop up out of nowhere. I want a little warning so I can clean. So there you go. I'm saying there you go a lot. I'm like trying to justify my answers here. How often do you actually buy or acquire free things for which you have no... This is what I was talking about a minute ago. I do have a problem with getting stuff for free. I'm going to put a little because it's been a while since I gotten anything for free. And I don't buy stuff often, so there you go. I'm going to put a little. How often do you acquire... Okay, I just read that one. To what extent does your clutter in your home prevent you from using parts of your home for their intended purposes? Actually, not at all. I can go into the bathroom, I can do laundry, I can cook, I can clean, I can do all my daily things with no problem whatsoever. So there you go, not at all. How often how often are you unable to discard a possession you would like to get rid of? Not off. I want it gone, it gets gone. So there you go. Hey, that's better. Clutter is still the highest thing. Hoarding problems? Unlikely. There is the difference. Congratulations. People who scored similar to you on this quiz generally do not have a hoarding problem. Sure, you may have some stuff around the house, but no more than most people. While it's possible you might suffer from some mild traits acquired with this concern, it is unlikely that you have a serious or ongoing hoarding problem or a problem with saving too much stuff. You appear to have no specific problem with clutter. You appear to have no specific problem with discarding stuff, and you appear to have no specific problem with extremely requiring new stuff. So there we go. I do not have a hoarding problem, Mom. Let's see. We're at 23 minutes, so I don't think we actually need to do the other quiz. Alright. I don't think we need to do the other quiz because we took it and we showed. When I was little, I was a hoarder. Yes, I will admit this. When I was very little, 10 and under, I was a hoarder. But now, I am not. I outgrew my I just saw Slip in the background over there. There he is. Look at him. You can see his butt. Slippy! Come here. Mommy's not a hoarder. Come here. Yee. Slip, Mom's not a hoarder. You proud of her? You proud? Yeah? No? You don't care? You don't care. But yeah, when I was little, I had a hoarding problem. And I will admit that. I had a very severe hoarding problem when I was young. But through being taught how to fix things, being taught that this is not how I should live my life, and outgrowing it and discovering it for myself when I got put in this... I had a really small bedroom from 13 to about, I want to say 17 or 18. And the room was really small. I didn't have a lot of space for things. And I realized just how much stuff I had, to the point I had too much stuff. So I couldn't, it got to the point where even I couldn't get into my own bedroom. And I was sleeping in the living room. And I realized this is not how I want to live my life. So I fixed the problem. My mom could tell you, my sister could tell you, they got up one morning and there was stuff in the hallway in trash bags because I was going through everything and throwing away half of my possessions, if not more. Can you not be licking me and trying to lick me in the mouth? And I surprised them because I got up early before anyone and just started cleaning my room. And by the afternoon, it was done. There was nothing I didn't want left in that room, or nothing I didn't need left in that room. I still had toys because I was still about 13, 14 at the time, and I still liked my toys. Even though I was a teenager, I still felt I was allowed to play with them. So I still played with toys. I still play with toys even now. It's just different toys. So yeah, I've changed my behavior because I didn't want to end up in a situation where I couldn't enjoy my house. I couldn't enjoy my life. So I fixed it. And if more people with hoarding issues were able to probably catch it while they were younger like I did, it probably would have been better off. But sadly, most people don't have that chance. They don't know they don't know they have this disorder until they're adults, or it can be brought on by something extremely stressful or sad or something. So there you go. Hoarding is a problem and it does stick. I still have a problem every now and then, like I said, with the acquiring free things. But eventually, after having the free stuff for a while, I do get rid of it if I don't find a use for it. And generally, I'll try to give it to someone who will use it, or I just donate it or throw it away. I do find ways around my hoarding to the point where it does get fixed. So even now, I still have the problem, but I've learned to fix it and correct it if it tries to start up again. So there you go. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, hit that like button. And tell me if you have a hoarding issue. Tell me if you've ever had a problem with it, or you feel that urge or something. Just share. We're a community all about sharing and being family and accepting of all. So just share your stories and find someone like you and find a friend. Because that's what this is all about. And guys, if you're not already, hit that subscribe button and join the Skadoo Nation. Because you're always welcome, and I upload 3 days a week. And I generally love doing what I do, so I hope you guys enjoy with this too. And you'll get to see Slippy, the cutest puppy ever. Well, one of the cutest puppies ever. Him and his sister are the cutest puppies ever. So there we go. Alright guys, be kind to one another, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!